signal me.
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
I love the way Dazzle thinks.
I ain't got nothing to say about that. Do you want to go down the line of how you're not really a Freemason and you're lying about that too, or?
That's fine. If anyone is a Freemason, they want to DM me, I can give them my information so they can look me up.
So if you're a Freemason, then how would you be a Flat Earther?
What does that have to do with it?
He's not even a good gamer.
I'm not a good gamer. I have every single mastery camo.
No. Nick, he's a fake gamer. We already proved that. Oh, he is.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Yeah, he's a fake gamer because I believe he's a fake gamer. My faith.
We got the biggest clue that he's a troll because he's a Call of Duty player.
And he actually thinks it's a good game.
I never said it was a good game. I got banned on PS5 for hacking, so
You got banned on there? Oh, that's a surprise.
for hacking.
So you're
only really junior hackers get caught.
And you're a cheater. That's a sign of not a good gamer.
I got my PS5 right there. PS5 digital.
Oh wow, you have a PS5. That really shows that you can hack.
My second one's right there. You only can hack with 2 PS5s.
Okay, so
You're
if you were a real gamer, you would be
even lamer.
Yeah, you would be a computer gamer.
I am. I'm on PC right here. Look, bam, a 4080 Super right here.
So you're not even a Flat Earther, right?
I'm a flat earther.
No, you're not.
So can you actually act like a Flat Earther at some point?
I am.
Yeah,
No,
you actually act like a liar when they've been caught.
I'm not caught.
So what does the Freemason symbol mean?
The square and compass.
Yeah. Why do they have that on there?
Because they used to be stonemasons.
Because it's tools of the trade?
Yep.
So why couldn't you talk about that?
I don't talk about it.
Until it was answered already for you.
I don't talk about it to anybody.
The first rule of Fight Club is
It's almost like you're a fucking liar.
I don't care. I have my ID in my car.
Look at you
Just say
laughing.
that Freemasons are stonemasons.
Yes.
That's where you said they
Go
came
get it.
from.
Yes,
You said
originally.
you got your ID in the car. Go get it.
Originally, they were stonemasons. They were only built for stone. The Freemasons were stonemasons originally.
Hey,
And then they
sell
started
out.
allowing other people to
Hey,
join.
sell out. You want to go and get your Freemason card?
Me?
It's in the car, right?
In the
Go get
car.
it.
I'll tell you what. This is
One of two things. Either he's lying about that, or he's lying about being a Flat Earther. Because no fucking Flat Earther would be a Freemason.
That's what I'm saying. I'll share a little bit of information when he comes back, but I'm going to wait till he comes back.
Nope, because it's what they love to call every one of us all the time. We're all Freemasons because we're pushing the globe agenda.
Hold on. I gotta go
That's what I think he's going to do, Matt.
I'm gonna go get another brother.
Maybe he's an honorary Freemason, bro.
That's what I think.
What's that, Bosch?
What is that?
Some printed out paper. Let me tell you something, kid. I've been a Mason for most of my adult life, and I have never, ever, ever been handed a fucking membership card.
Something that you print online.
Yeah. I got another brother. Here, you can ask to see his. He's going to show you the same thing I'm going to show you.
I like that membership card. Can I get one?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're just doing that to another.
So you think that you're a Mason?
I am.
Okay, so what are the two subjects, and the only two subjects forbidden to be spoken about in the lodge?
Religion and what is it? The government crap. Like politics. Here we go.
No, it's religion and business. You're not to talk business amongst the brotherhood in the lodge. Not politics. Politics is there every fucking day, moron. It's religion and business. Business is never to be conducted in the lodge.
So you're just proving that you're not a Freemason more and more.
Yeah,
Any more questions, Russ?
You can look me up. I don't care. See, was that set up from your mom or dad?
On
Which
what
money is it?
What database does the Masonic Lodge have us all listed?
You know, when I was younger, I got handed a little certificate from the police that said I was a part of the, I was part of the police.
Honorary cop.
Yeah, so that's proof. I'm actually I'm a cop. That's
When I went to the station, they put me in the firefighter gear, and it like hung off of me, and they said, "You're a firefighter," and I went, "I'm a firefighter."
I rode around on my bike with my honorary police badge and pulled over the fucking neighbor's cat.
I have the Power Ranger startup weapon. I'm now a Power Ranger.
I have the ray gun. Does that make me a zombie killer?
I have a lightsaber.
I do too, actually.
Oh, look, he's showing us his hand on us. I'll cover my ID, but veteran right there. The veteran.
Yeah, you could have showed, a little more than somebody else's ID.
I use the Force. I use the Force, gamer.
You actually think you're a veteran? Are you crazy? I am a veteran. Bro, you're like fucking 12. What are you on about? 27. Yeah, sure.
I'm a Jedi. I have a lightsaber.
You see, the problem when you lie to people to start with is it makes anything that you have to say afterwards believable.
I'm proving it. I just showed you two IDs. Two government
It could have
IDs.
been somebody else's.
What form of the military? What branch of the military? And
Marine Corps.
what's up?
The Marine Corps.
Okay, what was your squad?
My squad. My unit.
Yeah, your unit. Yeah.
I was in 3rd TSB in Okinawa, Japan.
Third. What?
3rd TSB.
Okay, 3rd TSB.
I mean, he's answering them without having to say,
I was a sniper. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so just can you let's see? You mean in 3rd Transportation Support Battalion Marines trained with Joint Precision Airdrop System? Is that what you're talking about in Okinawa?
Wait, say that again.
3rd Transportation Support Battalion Marines trained with the Joint.
yeah, that's what he said. He did transportation.
Yeah, I was a Marine.
That earlier.
Oh, we did. That's right.
Can I ask some questions?
Sure.
What's your first general order?
Sure, I forgot all those.
No, you don't forget that.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Might have got
Thank
across
you.
the deed.
Seriously?
Thank you, Oakley.
Where'd your dad serve?
Mine?
Yeah.
He was in the Army. I don't think he ever served. I think he got kicked out of training for smoking pot.
Who's Trusty Puller?
A Marine?
What's special about him?
Honestly, I don't know.
What
Yeah,
kind of trouble? This is just me out of curiosity.
You got a medal
What
of
kind
honor.
of trouble do you get in for smoking pot?
Hey, you want to pull that up?
You get kicked out.
Is that it?
Let's see
Like
that
a
medal.
chicken or
Let's see that medal. Hold on. Let's see that fucking medal of honor.
I didn't say I got it. I said Chesty Puller got it.
Oh, I thought you said you did. I was like, fucking show it.
You would know who I was if I got
Who's
it.
the two Marines, two medals of honor?
What?
Two Marines, two medals of honor. Who were they?
Bro, I don't remember. That was like boot camp.
Dan
shit.
Daly, Smedley Butler. Who's A.A. Cunningham?
You know how many times I said that shit in boot camp? I don't remember it though.
How don't you remember it? How old are you?
I'm 27. I got out 2 years ago.
I'm 38.
Okay, you're still a boot. It's okay.
Still a boot.
So, like I said, if you're going to come up here being a fucking liar, then it makes it hard for us to believe anything that's true that comes out of your mouth.
I didn't lie about anything.
Even if you did serve and shit, the stuff that you're saying about masonry is lies.
It's
You
not.
should admit whenever you're caught in a lie.
I showed you my ID. If you want to look it up, that's perfectly fine.
Where'd you go to boot camp?
MCRD.
MCRD what?
us. Huh? Nothing.
MCRD what?
MCRD San Diego.
What battalion?
I was in India.
Platoon.
Um,
Platoon.
I remember. I know. On Full Metal Jacket, it's literally the same numbers, but the numbers are swapped around. But I don't remember the numbers.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Bro, I'm
What
not
was
gonna
your
remember
senior
that.
I remember.
I remember that. That is pointless.
What?
I believe him.
I think.
No, there's certain things you don't forget.
Senior drill instructor's
I don't
name?
give a fuck about the Marine Corps.
It's not bad.
Yeah, what was your drill instructor's name?
Okay.
What the fuck?
I don't remember this shit. Why do I have to remember it? I don't need to know this.
The rank from
Fucking
E1.
Senior Chief Smith. What the fuck?
Sergeant Green is one of
I will
them.
never forget the guy that stepped on my toes and made
Sergeant
me
Urban
fucking
was
cry.
another one.
To be fair, this guy's
Don't
last
forget
name-
your fucking RDC or your fucking drill sergeant.
His last name
Lieutenant
might be Kyle.
I'm giving you him right now. Gunnery Sergeant Mahone.
Yeah, after you looked up some shit.
No, you're watching. Oh no, you're not. You
What
can't
are
see
the
my
ranks
video.
E1 through E9?
Oh my god, you're such a nerd.
Dude, he's naming the people in the game, man.
Yeah,
Man,
troll.
it's full of shit.
Good trolling, buddy. Get out.
Well, I don't know how I've showed you my IDs.
No, you
Bro, you
didn't.
showed us the word veteran. Yeah, it could be anyone's ID.
On somebody else's ID.
What form do you get when you get out?
An 8214.
It's coveted by many. A what?
8214.
Dude, by the way, please stop showing us these lies. This video is a lie.
D214.
Borealis. Okay, watch this. Ready?
No one cares about your fucking skins, bro.
Interstellar.
Really, no one cares, bro. That's not an achievement.
We're jealous.
Jealous
That's
of
an
what?
achievement. That's an achievement.
Dazzle, he's kind of confirming his trolling, so are we done with him?
Yeah, I would say he's a troll.
Oh, absolutely.
You forget your fucking RDC or your fucking drill sergeant.
You don't.
Gunnery Sergeant Mahone.
Burned into your fucking memory.
No, we've established already a while ago that it is a troll. The problem is that people that have actually served deserve honor and respect, and stolen valor is a serious, issue.
It is.
It is actually, that's true.
It is.
So I've got a question for you, Mr. Mason. From where do you travel?
East to west.
Ooh.
What's the answer?
What did he say?
East to the
Russ
west.
is trying not to spit his food out laughing.
I travel from California to Ohio.
Did you serve with Dan Mercer?
I went from
that must have been his drill sergeant.
I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma.
Lieutenant Dane, Mercer.
Buffalo to Atlanta, LA?
Yeah, exactly, Daddy. Exactly, Big Daddy.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at it.
All right.
Yeah, you didn't answer my question before. Is that mummy's or daddy's money?
What, for this?
Yeah, for the setup, man. You definitely didn't pay for it.
This is all me.
Nah,
Dude, I wouldn't be
nah.
surprised if he's like 17 and he's been trolling us that far from the beginning, like he's not 27.
Paying for hacked account. You're fucking cheesy, bro.
It's all him because he's living in mommy's basement and doesn't have to pay for anything else.
Right.
Facts.
He's Google right there, all ready for us.
Damn,
Bro, he's a
man,
fucking
damn.
liar, bro. Get out.
That's nailed it.
You guys are tough.
Show us your recent searches. Go
Man,
on, buddy.
This guy's just a fucking liar.
Russia bans
Gamer, there are some real
Using
in the chat
fucking
that
litter
we-
boxes in schools. You
Yeah.
look up the dumbest shit, dude.
No, it was somebody told me to look
Central.
it up for a lot.
Yo, drop him,
Sure
drop
it
him,
is.
bring up 5 Bitcoin.
Get him out of here.
Did you know that Donald Trump already has 17?
Maybe sometime I actually get to talk to you.
Moon is a reflection.
This 3's gonna go to the ICU. So where was the mess?
Yeah.
That was serious. Be pa-
Oh, no.
and
Was horrible.
It's not.
Shut your ass up. Back your ass up.
you're a racist.
Better.
Where people are hosting these flat Earth, these.
I feel like that's
Thomas.
Yeah. And the minute I
See the final price.
up to watch and did not.
don't.
I want to go back.
The record conference.
Work on black.
Nathan and
Oh my.
Corinthian.
Let's go.
Lives.
Actually, my son.
And it's people, and it's flat out lies. And I'll start. Assoltano.
I've been proving everything. What are you talking about?
No, you actually haven't proven shit, mate. You haven't proven shit.
Yes, I have. I showed you the 2 IDs. I answered one of his questions.
You showed us a couple of words. That's it.
You went into your brother's room where they keep all of his memorabilia.
You'd never ever go to boot camp.
Freemason, what a joke.
Yeah, you would never go to boot camp in San Diego.
Yes, you would. It's. What are you talking about?
You would.
What?
Guys, I think he's kind of getting off on this. I think if we kind of leave him alone, he'll just let's just let him sit there, or Daz will kick him. I don't know. I think this is kind of dumb now. It's over.
Okay.
What's JJ did tie buckle?
I like having a good laugh.
I could never get that right in boot camp.
I'm being entertained. I'm just asking you
Boot
guys.
camp questions you're
That's
asking.
fair, Dazzle. It is entertaining. That's fair.
A game-o.
Cool.
It's funny that he wouldn't show it again because he knows he's lying. He did it really quick. It didn't even look like him.
What are boot bands?
Huh?
What are boot bands?
They cuff the bottom of your cargo pants.
Yeah, what's it called when you cuff the bottom of your cargo pant?
Well, fuck it. You just cuff them.
It's called blousing. You blouse your boots.
Oh yeah, that does make sense. Yeah. I'm telling you, I data dumped everything when I got out. I didn't give a fuck about it.
Wow. Bullshit.
I was
Marine.
Wow. So you got I was supposed to be
Marinas in San
promoted.
Diego. One of them.
I was supposed to.
Them bitches don't like the truth. Just sat there and prove Russ wrong, and they gonna fucking block me again. Y'all some pussy ass bitches now. Y'all little boys get your fucking pussy hurt, and y'all can't stand it. Gotta block a motherfucker.
Oh, how you gonna get it?
Re-enlist because when you had to re-enlist to pick up sergeant, he was like, if you re-enlist, you just do corporal's course, and you can pick up sergeant as long as you rate it. And then I was like, well, I'm just gonna get out because there's no fucking point because I wasn't even a corporal long enough.
I got shit that I learned that I don't remember.
Yeah, I was supposed to get a ribbon for
What's the cutting
best
score?
motor T units, and I didn't even get a ribbon for that because they were too lazy because there was too many Marines in the unit.
Okay.
I do have my. These are my ribbons. I got a plaque that I need to put a star on, but
Don't show your shit, man. You're just starting to piss everybody off.
okay.
Yeah. And Drano, you can suck a fat baby's dick for all I care.
He's
Block Drano.
Yeah, he was blocked twice already.
Fuck you, pussy.
Kenny got him and then I did. He's double blocked.
Oh, look at those dog tags.
Play Wordle. So let me do this. I'm going to end the stream. More modern movies. I can't pick what movies we do this on. They're just all randomized. Let me end the stream for about 5. Tag.
Redneck fuck.
Damn.
Grenade launcher round shell. I use this as a
What's that called?
grenade launcher called?
I don't know. It wasn't my training. They just let me shoot it.
Yeah, you're
Mark
Mark 19 is not it. Mark 19 is the fully automatic grenade launcher, which I have shot too.
Matter. Bitch, you didn't know.
What do you do at MCT?
Deployed on the
They
West
let you
Coast
use a
for
firearm
military
that
training?
you train for? That's crazy.
Marine recruits, homie.
That's crazy.
Because you're a
Yeah, they'll
fraud,
do that.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's something that'll happen. I've used a few firearms I wasn't trained for in the military.
Yeah, I was stationed in Virginia.
Sometimes it's like, hey, dude, get over here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I was sitting there, they had extra rounds, and they're like, I was just sitting in my Humvee, and he came over, one of the officers that were training him, and he's like, hey, do you want to shoot a couple? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't have my gear. He goes, just shut the fuck up, don't say anything, and just do it. And I was like, all right. So I just got up, fucking, he showed me how to use it. I shot a couple off, and then he gave me one and was like, use it as a shot glass and don't tell anybody. I was like, okay, and I just kept it.
So you remember all that, but you can't.
You don't remember what the weapon
sergeant's
was.
name?
Yeah. You remember the story of the shot glass.
Cool shit. I'm not gonna remember dumb boot fucking shit.
Turn
can't
that
remember
camera
somebody's
back on and
fucking
flip that
name,
thing
dude.
over and show us that it has been fired.
His name.
And you may not be stolen Bauer. The issue is the lying that you did to start with makes it hard to believe, like I was saying to start with.
Dude, you can show us that. That's fine, but you still don't know the name of the guy.
He asked if to show it to be that it was fired right there. The pin hit it.
You don't know that if that's like a M240 or
What you gotta say now, fat boy?
M320 or
No.
AR-15 with
What you gotta say now?
It's stamped on
It
it.
was a under barrel attachment.
Also, it's very easy to just get a shell of anything from anybody.
Okay. I showed you my ammo can with my rank and ribbons, minus a star. That I
But you didn't remember your goddamn sergeant's
I'm
name.
leaning towards the
I showed
side
you-
that
I
it's
showed you
not
my ID.
stolen valor anymore. But still, like, you were a liar when you came up, and that makes it hard
I'm
to
not
believe.
lying. That's the thing. I'm not lying.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, you starting with the lie that you're a flat earther.
Yeah, it's flat.
Yeah, that's a lie. And whenever you're talking about that, you laugh about it.
Okay, I'm allowed to lie. Yeah.
You are allowed to lie.
Yeah.
And you're lying about that.
It's flat.
It's lying when you say it's flat. I get that.
Which means you're probably lying.
Not a ball.
He might have been like a reservist or something.
No, I was never. Fuck that. I was thinking about doing that after my 4 years, but then when I got out, I had a taste of the good side when they say the grass isn't greener. It is
How many tattoos do you have?
Huh?
How many tattoos do you have?
7.
How many? Do you have an EGA?
I do.
Let's see it.
Damn.
No.
Oh, Doc's the guy.
This will pretty much seal the deal.
No, I'm coming back in as soon as I finish smoking a cigarette.
What's the Eagle and Globe and Anchor stand for?
I don't give a fuck, dude. That seals the deal.
Oh, fuck, my battery's dying.
All right, I'm sorry for coming at you about that, man.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate that you weren't lying about it. That's a plus.
I don't know. I think that was his brother's chest.
So here's my question then. So if you're legit, like you're a vet, whatever. Okay, we believe that. What forces you to think that NASA's fake?
So.
No. I'm gonna go straight at the fucking Marine thing. What kind of a Marine fucking goes online and spreads misinformation?
Or that?
Crazy, bro.
So, I always believed in right, and the government never lies to us. And when I went in the Marine Corps, I found out how much shady shit goes on, and it gets worse as your rank goes up. And I was like, well, if it's that bad in the Marine Corps, I'm like, how bad is it in the offices above that are considered a higher rank with less rules and standards? How bad can that be? So that's really where I lost my trust in the government.
That's fair though. That's fine.
And to be fair, the only reason I asked that question is because I was a conspiracy theorist and I came out of the military and people asked me the same fucking thing.
Right, and you can have these thoughts, those claims. That's fine, but the thing is, you can't go around spreading that it's true just because you have the thought.
Wait, hold on. We got to separate the fact that he's talking about the government. He's not talking about NASA. He's not talking about space exploration.
Right,
he's not talking about the very documents that have been proved to be real that the Earth is a sphere. That's what I mean. You got to separate the government from that because them two are not connected whatsoever.
That too. Well, that too.
So who funds NASA?
U.S. taxpayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
taxpayers. Yeah.
That would have to be ran through
the government.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Congress.
Funding doesn't have to do with anything.
No, let's play with his NASA thing. That's his big thing. If we keep saying it's irrelevant, then we're not going to talk about anything. Yeah.
Is that like non-profit?
I'm just relishing in the fact that I was so wrong.
No? Okay. I didn't know
No, NASA doesn't make profit at all.
So they're a non-profit organization.
No, they're part of the executive branch of the government.
But they have to pay the people, right? That work for them.
Employees
Don't you guys have them too?
take in the profit
Huh?
from the government.
You know, they actually have to do a lot before they can get funding for to build fucking rockets and shit. They actually have to get approved first.
Yeah.
But that is going to what they're doing. No.
Gamer, did you know that NASA has to lease the Kennedy Space Center property from the U.S. Air Force? They don't even own that property. They lease it from the Air Force.
Even more proof that it's
Air
government
Force
regulated.
No, I didn't know
As a
that.
matter of fact, there's a base right down the street that used to be an Air Force base, but now it's a Space Force base.
I thought Space Force was a joke until I got out and I saw that on there as a branch.
Well, it used to be part of the Army and the Air Force. They just took those jobs and put them into a separate branch.
You wouldn't be the only one that thought Space Force is a joke whenever it first was heard about. Like,
If space is fake,
right after that, it was like, oh, they're really doing it.
Why would the government make a space force if space wasn't real?
Oh, to be more convincing, of course.
Yeah, that wasn't convincing.
Like it's all just a play, like just to make it more convincing. That's all they're doing. Because if they're making that much money, right, and we lose what, like
they're not making that much money.
But they lose. They lose money.
How many civilians work at NASA?
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that
most of it's civilians. Most of it's it's not top secret clearance. I have a NASA badge myself. I have been in their clean rooms, my guy. You can actually go to Goddard. There's a guy in the comments that has gone to Goddard and watched them build the new space telescope. That's open to the public. You just have to make a request to go in and see it.
We have a friend that works at Goddard.
How do I know
the telescope that they're going to launch into space? It's called the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope.
When are they going to launch that?
When it's done in a few years. Takes some time to make these things.
Astro Johnny literally works at Goddard.
So they can throw a telescope in outer space, but they can't walk on the moon again.
We can.
Why would they want to walk on the moon again in the last 50 years? So, Gamer, what happened in 1972, the same year that they canceled the Apollo program?
I have no idea. You tell me.
They fully funded the space shuttle program.
Wow.
Which is why they canceled
space.
How much did that cost to make?
We're gonna keep it right
billions of today. So Artemis is like $9 billion for a launch.
That was then or now?
Now they launched Artemis 1 in 2022 in November. It was $9 billion.
$9 billion. Okay, how much was it back then to go to the moon?
It was tens of millions, but I don't know what that would be in today's money. It would be billions.
With the inflation. Okay, so
it would be like 200. Like, no, it wouldn't be billion. It'd be up in the hundreds of millions.
Couple hundred million.
But here's
close to $1 billion.
You said sorry.
Here's what you have to understand about their budget. And the guy who works at NASA that we all know has explained this many times. Every time NASA wants to do something, they have to go to Congress and say, hey, we need X amount to do this. And Congress says, explain it. And then Congress either says, okay, you can have that money to do this,
lobby daddy
or
money,
you can have this amount, make it work. If they then use that money to do that mission, and they say this mission is going to last for 5 years because we think it's going to break down and so on and so forth, but it goes on for 15 years because they built it better than they expected, and the things that they thought were going to degrade the mission didn't happen, they have two choices. They can either continue to do that mission, and then that money that was allocated to that can't go anywhere else, i.e. the Mars rovers.
This is what you would
they have a group of people that live on Martian time.
Talk a bunch.
The Mars rovers were supposed to have died like 10 years ago.
I hope you don't.
They didn't. They're still working. So those people still live on Martian time and are still working on that. They can either do that and that money stays put, or they can cancel it and say, we are, even though it's still working, we're not going to gather any more data. This is over. You guys no longer work on the Mars rovers missions. We're going to go back to Congress and say, hey, we want to now allocate this money to something else. The money cannot be used for whatever they want. It's mission specific until that mission is over.
So why don't they just change it to the moon mission then and actually go to the moon again? How come?
Because they want to go to Mars, so they need to know shit about Mars, right?
Dude, everything is calculated in NASA. Every move, every centimeter of movement that the ships do, everything. And do you know how long? You can't just say, hey, let's change the course of this mission and go to the moon. It's not the way it works. It takes large amounts of data to do that for everything at NASA.
But you can also, the general public can find out how much some weird ass bolt cost for the Apollo mission. Like, they're very upfront with their budgets.
Yeah, they overspend.
Well, so does the military. The military spends like $10,000 on a hammer.
Yeah, I know. And we just throw the gear out.
But the difference is the public doesn't know what the military is spending money on because they'll label it top secret. You can literally look up every single penny for the Apollo missions and how it was spent. And who made it. Like, all of that stuff is public knowledge.
$2 billion a day. No, they don't spend that much. They make $64 million a day. There's no way they're spending $2 billion.
How many facilities does NASA have?
I have no idea.
A lot. A lot. Most people only know about 2. Most people only know about Kennedy and Houston.
I actually came across a NASA facility in Louisiana that I didn't know was there.
So they have to pay for the upkeep, they have to pay for the janitors, they have to pay for public outreach. Like, if you go to Kennedy Space Center, they have NASA employees, like, talking to just average Joes that pay to go there.
For, like, a museum part of it.
Not a museum part of it. You can actually tour Kennedy Space Center. You can go see the VAB. You can drive around the facilities and see all the launch pads, see all the buildings, see where they assemble satellites. I actually got to watch them assemble satellites.
There is a NASA museum that has the physical film strip from the moon mission that shows the image of Earth on it from space.
But I just want to make up this point right here. So you go to North Korea, right? You can go there. You can go shopping and everything, but the stores are all fake and everything. Fruit is fake. It's all just for a show.
What do you mean you can go to North Korea?
North Korea, right? If you go there, like,
are you quoting the interview?
Quoting what?
Are you quoting a movie right now?
No, you get.
Americans can't go to North Korea.
You can go to North Korea, yeah.
You can. So you actually can go there, but it's pretty bad. Like, so if you have a cell phone, they confiscate it. If you have anything, like when you're on the train, they have to frisk you and everything. It's pretty crazy. There was this guy actually who documented his trip to North Korea, and it is scary. But I mean, that's just neither here nor there. You can't go there though. It's pretty messed up.
and everything they show you is fake. Like there was a video where this guy was there and he was like at like where they sell cars, like a car dealership, and the people look like NPCs because it's all fake. But you can go there and look around.
It's not fake. It's just that's the way it is.
It's definitely an act, a show.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. So you're saying NASA can't do the same thing?
So, Gamer, can we actually...
They did it, Jesus.
Why the fuck would NASA do the same thing, though?
Yeah, you need to prove that they did it. There's not like, oh, they could. Well, I mean, you could be the Zodiac Unaliver. Like, where does it end? Where is
like I said before?
So
I don't believe you're a gamer. Prove it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
there's a difference between the entire nation, like being locked off to you, and like certain areas being locked off. Okay, like they couldn't go anywhere in North Korea that wasn't within the path that they were given.
Right.
That's not how our country works.
So NASA, they have a spot where you can go through the whole facility. So the whole facility is a museum, and they have people that work there too. So you can explore.
You think North Korea thinks it's a flat Earth?
I don't know what the fuck they think.
You think
they're building Do you know what an ICBM is? Yeah.
No.
Intercontinental ballistic missile.
You're in the Marines. You don't know what an ICBM is?
Years later, after being plainly
so
obviously
ICBMs.
Earth is not that.
ICBMs are the nukes that go into space, and it's also what the Saturn V rocket was based on.
It does seem like he's just played a lot of video games and kind of put his head in the sand and only listens to certain things that people tell him. It's just like, especially off of your fucking.
The point is, man, you can't just make a claim. You can't make a claim, and just because you believe it or just because it seems shady doesn't make it true.
Like
you gotta have evidence.
The confusing part for me is always, like, they're targeting NASA, but the military, which is what I was talking about when I say they get $2 billion a day.
No, they don't get $2 billion. It's $64 million.
The military?
No, we're talking about the military.
Oh, okay.
The military gets $2 billion a day, bud. And they don't have to tell you where that money goes. They've misplaced more money than 40 years of NASA's budget. Do you think the American people care?
And old people.
They should.
Like, even a tiny bit. Like, was there any real outrage about the military? Because for some reason, you guys are still complaining about
it, but bitches just say,
penny for every dollar that they get in tax funding every year.
Protected. Kill all the Muslims. That's all you guys care about. Kill all the Muslims.
There is 100 people in here. I mean, if everybody hits the screen 100 times, that's like 100,000 likes. Don't do the math. Just start tapping.
That was great.
Fuck you.
How many beats per second?
Tapping shit.
I don't know, anywhere between 60 to 100.
I have a bot that actually can throw it up in like 1,000 in like a few seconds.
Don't let them get your fucking bot.
Don't do that. No, I was just gonna say, did you just admit that you're a bot? Like you make bots to give likes? Don't do that on here in public. I mean, that's cool that you do that, but don't admit that because they like get rid of those.
Free fucking country, probably where he's at.
So, Gamer, can we just analyze? Can we just analyze evidence that's given to us and see if it's true or not?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to find that stream that I did where I was in the sky. So I can show you like an actual
lies.
Where did I go?
Saying that you were in the sky?
Yeah, in the game. In the game I was playing for when I...
so Stingray already explained that to you.
And what does that have to do with what I just asked you?
What now?
What did you ask me?
Can we just analyze the evidence we're given and see if it's true or not?
I didn't even see it.
Of which one?
I don't know what you did.
What evidence?
NASA.
Ain't them shoes kind of small for your feet?
Yeah, look at the interviews that usually astronauts do. They contradict themselves. If you compare, like one astronaut would say this, and then if you watch another interview, another astronaut would say
Are you talking about Apollo astronauts?
Frankie.
Keep wearing them, they're going to hurt your feet. They're too small. Or hurt your
Yeah, do you have any evidence of that?
Yeah, I have a video. There's a video. There's a guy. He's a YouTuber. He doesn't do flat Earth. He doesn't do round Earth. He just does educational videos. He went to an astronaut. Huh? Okay. He went to and did an interview for astronauts because that's what he was doing that day. And the astronaut, he couldn't answer the questions because he didn't know, and he was one of the engineers and scientists, astronauts. He did both. And he couldn't answer some of his questions because he didn't know it.
Who wants to take this one?
What was the question?
We've heard this before.
He said, how do you change the pressure and stuff between the chamber of going in and out of the doorway? And he said, good engineering. That was his answer. There was nothing else.
I think that's a valid answer, honestly.
Yeah.
Why can't he explain it?
I mean,
why does he need to tell you how? Why does he need to sit there and teach order?
Because a YouTuber, like how he does it, usually when he asks people questions, they give him a really detailed answer. And what he does with those answers is he'll go back.
So you're not happy with the answer. That's it.
So cool.
Bias. You're just not happy with the answer.
I just have a question for you. Do you think that guy personally built the module that he was in?
I mean, if he's an engineer, he would know how to.
No, if he's an engineer, he might just be a mechanical engineer who works on stuff. That doesn't mean he knows the intricate workings of a random section of the ISS.
But he should have a simple knowledge on it.
A simple knowledge is good engineering.
That's like simple knowledge. God.
So why is he required to tell a YouTuber how engineering works?
Most people won't comment on the subject they're not 100% an expert in, and they deflect to the actual expert.
Good call,
Here's an even simpler example. Gamer, you were a Marine. Can you tell me how a Harrier takes off?
A Harrier?
In detail, please. Yeah, a Harrier. Harrier is a Marine plane, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me how that takes off in detail, please?
With good engineering.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, which is exactly the point we're trying to make.
No, he's giving you the answer on purpose. He probably, I mean, not that he knows, but he's trying to say, like...
It's acceptable.
Yeah.
Right.
I accept that answer. That was a good answer. Good engineering.
We all accept it, so that's the thing, Gamer. We accept that answer.
I have nothing to do with that. Now, if you said something along the lines of something that I
and that's
with the military, which he has to deal with.
That was kind of the point.
But he deals with it. He went to outer space.
Yeah, so
you were in Marines. You were closer to the Harrier.
Well, I'll even put it even closer. The radar that I used, should I know how it's supposed to be wired? I'm just using it. I don't fix it.
Are you an engineer for it as well?
No, I'm just.
Oh, well, that's the difference.
Yeah, so I'm using it though.
If I went up to someone that was did engineering for a vehicle, and I asked a question about a vehicle,
it's the same thing. Like the guy
did he engineer the vehicle, or was he just
uses the stuff?
Well, he would have to be an engineer for that vehicle because that's why he's the engineer, because he's going to be driving.
No, that's not how that works.
So how does that work? So you're telling me they sent an engineer in outer space that's not an engineer for the craft?
He's the engineer for their mission. What was
Gamer? I work with Gamer. I'm an engineer for an IT company. Okay, I work with Linux. I use Linux commands. Am I supposed to know how the Linux commands work? I mean, I know like in a nutshell, but am I supposed to know how they were made?
If you're an engineer, there
you should know at least some of it.
I know. I can tell you that who made it and it was programmed, but I do not know for the life of me how it was programmed by binarily into a chip. I don't have the machine that I can't program the machine that made those chips or that made the language up, but I use the language and understand it.
You're not much of an engineer.
Does each NASA launch have it
for your gaming?
Yeah, you know how to play. You know how to play Call of Duty. You're being asked, hey, how does Call of Duty work?
Build the remote. Do you know how that remote is built?
I built most of it. I do custom controllers.
Yeah, but like All of it.
Do you know how the chips work? You know how to recognize analog movements and button presses? Do you know how that works?
I'm not like, you see the point we're making here. You see the point we're making. Don't lie to us. Like, don't be disingenuous. You see the point.
Okay, but when it comes to a vehicle, right, and so if you're a mechanic of a vehicle and you gave someone a vehicle, that's like saying they wouldn't know how to work on it.
That's not what the engineer is. The engineer isn't the engineer for the space station. They're the engineer for the mission. They're not sending up an engineer that knows the entirety of the space station every single time.
Why wouldn't
All he's done is be disingenuous.
Their safety is on the line, so why wouldn't they?
He's got
because the people,
an engineer and a designer.
Send up
right. That's exactly what I was going to say, Level.
Not somebody.
Yeah, the people that actually built the space station are back on the ground. If something goes wrong, they radio back to them.
Exactly.
Hey, you ever see Apollo 13?
The movie? How to capability to go to the back again.
Okay, I suggest you watch it. But Apollo 13 was supposed to land on the moon. Tom Hanks made a movie about it, and what happened was
because it's in a movie, it must be true.
The exterior of the craft blew off due to an explosion in their oxygen tank, and they were losing oxygen. And the astronauts were like, "Oh crap, we kind of need oxygen, or we're screwed." So they radioed back, "Houston, we have a problem." That's where that famous line came from. And the people on the ground figured out how to fix it and radioed back to the engineer and the other two astronauts on what to do, what steps to take to fix this problem, because the astronauts didn't build it. The people on the ground built it and put the people in it.
You know, the person who drives the guy.
You're not going to send the guy that built the stuff up there because you want him to build more if something goes wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you want to know what went wrong and how you can get around it. You don't want to lose all that information in one fell swoop.
Hey, Gamer, you know what the person you know what the person called who drives the train? You know what they're called? An engineer.
A conductor.
They built the train.
No, the person who drives the train built it? Is that a thing? I thought they're just called the engineer if they drive the train.
He's a conductor, not an engineer.
Right, they didn't build it. Right, exactly.
Engineer would be
they might not even know how certain parts of that train specifically work, but they use the train every day. Just like whenever I was a radar operator.
But they're called an engineer.
I didn't know how it was built, but I do know that motherfucker worked.
Engineer is an arbitrary term. It's like a project manager. It doesn't necessarily mean that they know everything about the equipment they're using, and if they're being interviewed about it, they don't have to answer questions that they don't know the answers to, or don't feel, like Darth said, maybe they're not the best expert or qualified to be answering such questions.
Well, hell, I'm gonna just say that I'm an engineer since I'm a musical engineer.
There you go.
I'll just say engineer instead of adding music to it.
No, that would be a conductor, dummy.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Gamer, that's the point we're making for NASA.
Do civil engineers know how the city was built?
That's a good one. That's a good answer. Good answer.
It was built on rock and roll.
I think I'm technically called a mechanic. I don't even work on freaking engines or motors.
You're a mechanical engineer?
Nah, just HVAC mechanic, HVAC tech, whatever you want to call it.
Nah, you're an HVAC engineer. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
HVAC repair engineer.
I think I'm just confused.
Hey, since train driver